Kylie, how's it going?
Good. Hi, Teacher Morgan.
Hi, it's good to see you. So what were you doing before this in class?
I went to science class and then I went to recess.
Oh, that's awesome. So what did you guys do in science class today?
Well, we talked about animals and how they're kind of like people.
Wow.
And I love animals.
That's really, really cool. So tell me one thing you learned.
I learned that animals have a beating heart like a person.
Wow, that's awesome. So do you like going to science?
Yeah, because then sometimes I can talk about my chocolate lab, Charlie. He's so cute and I love him. And I love dogs, and so when we get to talk about animals, I get to talk about Charlie. Have you ever seen a lab before?
I have seen a lab. So let's talk about more of what you did in science. Have you actually learned about chocolate labs in science?
Well, we've learned about dogs and cats.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So let's see, what else have you learned in science?
We learned about owls and some other kinds of animals.
That's really cool. And then afterwards you said you went to recess? Okay.
I played tag with my friend Paige.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys play tag on the playground, on the lawn?
Usually on the lawn. We get to run around or play kickball. And then there's a house nearby that has a lab in the backyard, a yellow lab though, and it's so cute. I love looking at the yellow lab and its fur and its tail, and I love the yellow lab.
That's cool. So let's talk more about recess. So you said you play with your friend Paige. Is it just you two, or do you play with other friends?
Paige and I, sometimes we play with our friend Hannah, and sometimes boys try to play with us, but we usually just like to play with the girls.
Yeah. So thanks for answering all my questions, Kylie. When I asked you about science, you told me a little bit about what you learned, but then jumped quickly into chocolate labs. Does that relate to what you've actually learned in science class?
Not really.
Yeah, so do you think that was an appropriate response?
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. So remember, when we're having a conversation with somebody, we want to make sure that we're staying on topic and that we do our best to answer the questions that they've asked us. And then we also talked about recess, and you jumped quickly into a yellow lab, and you got really excited about that. Does that have anything to do with recess? No. So remember, what do we want to try to do when we're having a conversation?
Stay on topic.
That's awesome. Good job.